Good morning, Mon Petit, and welcome to the vlog. Starting the vlog in the car, en route to the destination, which I feel like I never normally do, but didn't really give myself a huge amount of time to get ready this morning. But I've got this one with me.
Hello.
Morning. It is a lovely Sunday morning, and we have the loveliest Sunday plans. I'm so excited for today. We're actually heading out for brunch. Oh my goodness, I feel like I am being rocked now. Is it better if I put you there? Or do you think that's going to completely like knock about whenever we're talking? That works. I feel like that works. And I can actually sit back and chat to you. Oh no, it's a little bit wobbly. Okay, I'm just going to hold you. But we are heading out for brunch this morning, which I am really looking forward to. We're going to an area in Hampshire I've never been before, which I could just see a sign for there.
Called the Shire. The
Shire?
Yeah.
It's not the Shire. Oh, it's in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
No, we're going to Alresford, which I've never actually been to before, but we're meeting up with our friends Emily and James, who I saw Emily recently at Limewood, and you guys know how much I love her. Oh, I know where we are, because that's where Neptune is. We came here a few times whenever we were wedding venue hunting. I feel like we came up here so many times to view so many different wedding venues. There's quite a few around here actually. I feel like North Hampshire is a great area for wedding venues. Maybe we should stop at the Neptune on the way home.
What is the Neptune?
Neptune is a beautiful homeware brand. Like, you know, like Ochre, but like on steroids. Like stunning pieces. I mean, we'll have to remortgage the house to just buy a table, but
so I'm thinking let's not.
Oh, but it would be a really nice place to go to. Okay, we'll see how we feel after brunch, because to be fair, Emily has said there's some cute places that we can go shopping around Alresford, so we might actually already do a bit of shopping whilst we're there. But we're going to the townhouse, which I have heard so many amazing things about. So many people have been talking about it. It looks beautiful. I cannot wait to see. I feel like I'm gonna get loads of interior inspo again from the townhouse. We're going for brunch, which what are you ordering? What's the plans?
A full English with a side of Scottish.
I don't think they'll do a Scottish breakfast, darling.
Okay, I'll just have full English with a side of English.
Full English with a side of English. Extra sausage, extra hash browns.
Yeah, extra everything. That's why it's called an extra English.
I'm undecided what to go for. I might do a bit of avocado on toast. Kind of in the mood for pancakes. We shall see, but I'm really looking forward to it. I'm quite hungry, I'm not gonna lie to you. So really excited about it, and just so excited to catch up with Emily and James as well. It's always so lovely to see them. I feel like having couple friends is just the best, because you can do things like this together. Go for brunch, go to movie nights together, like go around people's houses. Both Emily and I love hosting each other around, so it's just the most fun. So I can't wait to catch up with them, can't wait for some yummy brunch, and I can't wait to see what the townhouse is going to be like. So it's going to be a lovely morning. So we've just arrived at the townhouse now, and this is adorable. I mean, look at the little coffee and pastry station. I have a feeling I am going to love it here. Oh my goodness, look at this interior. I am obsessed. I think because we booked a bit of an earlier table, we've managed to get the place to ourselves, which Emily has just warned me. She was like, by the time we're here, like by the time we've had our coffees, I guarantee it will fill up. So I thought I would just give you a little tour around, because oh my gosh, this is stunning. We've got a little bar area over here, which I am so in love with. The color scheme is just amazing. The greens, the reds, the pinks, and I'm in love with these lampshades. I need to find out where they got these from, because they are absolutely gorgeous. The little bar stools as well. We've just got our table in the corner, and then in the eating area, again, the color scheme is just stunning. We've got the pinks, the greens, the browns. This is absolutely adorable, and you can see the chefs in there. Oh, it's making me hungry. Emily has just informed me I've been saying the name of this place wrong. It's Alresford? Alresford.
Don't say it how you read it.
Have I been saying Alresford?
For years I did. But you know, read out so frequently that I forced myself to say
Alresford. But oh my god, it's gorgeous in here. I feel like this, it's just so your interior vibes.
I'm obsessed. Like the fact that like the lampshades.
Yes.
I'm
obsessed with the lampshades. Did I tell you about the green lampshade that I got? I was obsessed with. I picked up a new lampshade from John Lewis, and he's like, can we like get this lampshade in every single room? It's like this gorgeous green. It's in the living room. I'll show you it. Emily's not seen the new house yet. You need to go around and see it.
I was going to say,
you're coming over in a couple of weeks.
In a couple of weeks, we've got to get the diary.
But yeah, but no, we love a lampshade. Love the interior style. Love the olive palette.
It's like, you know,
chill.
You need some serious
Not on a day like today.
I mean,
really gross.
yeah. Yeah.
In the summer they have an amazing like terrace,
with, like,
and you can go
sides
out,
of
a glass of wine, and your little
greens.
nibbles.
I feel like you've literally found me like a new hotspot. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna send you pics all the time. Like,
yeah.
guess where we are again?
They have a co-working space upstairs.
It's a thing missing.
Oh my God, we need
I
to do that.
crab.
We need to
I was
do
about to
that.
say, do you like
I'm
Chelsea?
obsessed. I found my second home.
It's basically...
Emily's taking me on a tour of the townhouse. We've got the study in here. How cute is this? Oh my gosh, I love the blue. This is what I want to base Alex's office on.
This is super cute.
Because he really loves the blue vibes. I'm thinking like fitted shelves with lots of books would be amazing. That is stunning. And then what's the other room? The hub.
I don't know what the hub is, but I know that we have the library.
Ooh! Oh, I love the green. The sage green on the walls. Oh, this is so cute. Oh my God, another bookshelf. There's nothing better than a fitted bookshelf. That is stunning. Oh my God, I love it. I love that they've turned the books around as well. It's my favorite thing when you do that.
If only James would let me do that.
I know, Alex doesn't let me. I feel like the boys get upset by it.
But you don't know what you're pulling out. I'm like,
Yeah, but let's be honest, you're not really reading them anyway. They're just there for decor. You know how much we love a lovely toilet. Look at the marble. Oh, we're not in focus. Hang on.
a nice hand wash.
Oh yeah, this is the hand wash you've got, isn't it?
I think yeah, it's a different flavour, but it's same brand.
Flavour. Scent. I love the marble. This is so similar to what I want to do with like the wood and the marble. Look at the tiles. Oh, this is gorgeous. I'm obsessed with this entire place. This is stunning. I love it.
I love it.
Oh, hello, Hoover. He's so cute.
He just eats everything.
I'm surprised he didn't come and beg for our food.
Come back, Hoover, you didn't say no to...
Well, that was the loveliest brunch. It is very windy now, but I'm going to do a little bit of shopping around. I was going to say the name on again. Alston? Alresford. For a new interior book, actually. That's stunning. I feel like I have read to death my White Company ones. I keep rereading them over and over, and I want a new interior book. That's gorgeous. Shades of white or style. These are stunning. I always love picking up little vintagey style pots. Actually, that's such a good price. £10 for large, £8 for small. That's not bad at all. They're really, I love how antique-y they are. Although there's no little trays to go underneath.
They really have to be like outdoor ones.
Yeah, they would have to be outdoor ones. Oh wow, look at the flowers. I think I need this one. This is gorgeous. A little ducky. Oh my God, these are adorable. Look at that sunshine behind me. Good morning and happy Monday. I'm not gonna lie, I ended up being the world's worst vlogger yesterday after our lovely brunch in Alresford. And I have to say it so slowly, I kept saying it wrong all of yesterday, and Emily was just crying with laughter at me. Alresford, I believe? I think I'm saying it correctly, Alresford. It was the cutest, quaintest little village. I would definitely recommend going to visit. And actually, I feel like a lot of areas can go and visit because it's quite high up in Hampshire. Like it's like a little bit above Winchester. So I feel like anyone that's from maybe like Berkshire, Sussex area, it's quite an easy one for you to visit as well. If you know where the Neptune store is, which we did not end up visiting on the way home. In fact, Alex actually did offer, as we were heading home, he was like, by the way, the Neptune store is coming up if you do want to pop in. And I was like, you are the sweetest, but no, it's okay. We had a lovely day having a little wander around. We popped into a lot of like the interior shops in Alresford, a couple of the fashion shops. They had some really beautiful boutiques with like stunning designer dresses. If you've got weddings coming up, that would be the perfect place to pop into. And it was just the loveliest day. It felt very Cotswold vibe there, which I was quite surprised at. If you're looking for like a nice little quaint village that's kind of Cotswolds but not in the Cotswolds, would definitely recommend a visit. And there's like loads of different pubs, coffee shop. There's a Josie's there, which if you follow the vlogs, you know how much I adore Josie's. It's a gorgeous little, I don't want to call it a coffee shop, it's almost like a breakfast place, but they also do lunch. It's just the cutest little place to visit. There's one in Romsey, which is my favourite, there's one in Winchester, there's one in Alresford, there's one in Bishop's Waltham, and there's one in Alresford, I believe. So like all dotted around Hampshire, and they are always so busy. Like it's one of those places that you need to either get there really early if you want to get a table, or you've got to join the, you know, the app where you can like join the wait list, because it is always so busy. And I always feel like that's such a sign of its popularity and how amazing it is. But it is Monday morning now. We spent the rest of the afternoon actually after we got home in the garden, because it is light until literally like 7:30 now. It's amazing. So we spent so much more time out in the garden, and we're almost getting to a point where I feel like I can show you. We're getting to a bit of like a blank canvas. There's still a little bit to do, but we've been basically redoing borders. We've been like digging things out. We've been moving plants as well. Like the hydrangea bush was so squished where it was, so I've given it a bit of room. We've been digging up a lot of rubble as well, and just kind of like trying to get it to a bit of a blank canvas, so that I think come May time we can really get into the gardening. And I'm so excited to show you the difference, because we've actually been really hard at work doing a lot. I'm sorry about the light changes, but it is one of those blustery days. Despite the fact that it is really sunny outside, it's not that warm. Yesterday and today were just the windiest days ever. Like as we were walking around, you literally would have seen in the vlog, my scarf was blowing everywhere in my face. And this morning's the same. We can hear the wind coming down our chimney breast, and sometimes it sounds like thunder. You just hear this like woo, woo. You can always hear the wind. So I've got this little Sezane knit on, which, speaking of Sezane, I have been doing a little bit of shopping, which I cannot wait to show you. But also actually, speaking of yesterday, I did a bit of shopping in Alresford as well. Why can I not? I just want to say Alresford. Alresford. Such a difficult one to say. But I picked this up at one of the interior shops. It's a gorgeous little reed diffuser in the scent Neroli. And when I tell you, I can literally smell it now. It smells incredible. And I'm thinking of putting this maybe in like in a bathroom, because I feel like there's nothing better than a beautiful smelling bathroom. You know, when it almost feels like a hotel that you walk into and you just get the most beautiful scent. But it's from the brand Branche d'Olive. Never heard of it before, but if I can find it online, I will leave it linked down below, because they are so cute. Like very, oh, that's the label at the back. Very minimally designed, which I really like, so that could kind of go anywhere around the house. And when I tell you it smells incredible, I am not joking. I can literally smell it from here. It's very much like a fresh spring kind of spa-like scent, which is what is making me think that it would work really, really well in a bathroom. This would also work well, I think, in a bedroom. It's just very calming and relaxing. So I'm going to put that in the bathroom, and I cannot wait to just walk in and get hit with that beautiful, fresh, spa-like scent. But plan of action today. I'm going to make myself my morning coffee, and then, as I said, I have some new things from Sezane that arrived over the weekend. And all I'm going to say is that, you know, spring is coming when I start placing new Sezane dress hauls, because Sezane's new in section, I'm going to leave it linked down below before we even go up and do the haul, because I apologise in advance. They have so many gorgeous pieces on there. I always find the pieces that I have from Sezane, they last me for years. Like this knit I've had for such a long time, and it's one that I wear in autumn, winter and spring. In fact, actually I sometimes wear this in summer, because it's a great one to take with you if you're like at a garden party and you know you're going to be there until like quite late into the evening and it's going to get cold. You can just chuck it over the top of whatever dress that you are wearing, and it will keep you really nice and warm. Alexander's come down. Good morning, my darling.
Morning.
You want to grab a coffee?
Yeah.
Right, coffee time, and then I'll show you the dresses. Whew. Does anyone else ever get like a bit of a hot flush whenever they drink their morning coffee, or just like have a hot drink? Teas, coffees, I often get a bit of a hot flush. So the cardigan has come off now, but as I said, I have been doing a little bit of shopping on Sezane. And when it comes to spring summer styling, I feel like the dresses that Sezane do, if you're looking for the epitome of like ageless designs, timeless classic pieces, then look no further. They have so many gorgeous new in bits at the moment, so I will leave a link to the new in section. But I have 3 beautiful new spring dresses to show you that I am so excited about. Now, it wouldn't be a PetiteElliee haul in the spring summertime without a little white dress. If you're new around here and you have only discovered me through like the autumn winter periods, then buckle up, because in pretty much every haul from here on out there will probably be at least one little white dress, and I feel like there is nothing more timeless and nothing more spring-like than a beautiful shirt dress. When I saw this, I fell in love with it. It's the most beautiful, like, structured shirt dress with the most stunning little broderie running through it. Can you see these little florals? They are just so cute, and I love the fact that this is a bit more of like a short sleeve, because I feel like it makes it a bit more versatile for spring. You can obviously add a cardigan over the top for a bit of layering, but you've got your arms free, like you're a little bit more like kind of like loose and free, and it's a little bit more spring-like. It does come with a belt, so you can cinch in the waist beautifully. And I always get asked about like workwear, office attire. I feel like this would be a beautiful dress to wear to the office. Obviously, I have not worked in an office since 2019, so I'm not the best person when it comes to office attire, because I feel like things have probably changed and moved a little bit, but I do feel like this is quite fail-safe. In the summertime, in the springtime, if you want to wear this into the office, this would be beautiful. But for me, this would be just like a gorgeous weekend dress with a little pair of trainers or ballet flats. I think would be beautiful, and any of my gorgeous little spring handbags. What I quite like about this is I feel like this is a great dress to transition you from spring into summer. Like, it's a little bit thicker, so it's perfect for now. As I said, you can layer up with it, and then it will really seamlessly move into the summertime. I am so in love with this. I feel like this is going to be a dress that I just get so much wear out of. Oh my goodness me, would you look at this beauty, the structure in this dress. I cannot get over how well the skirt holds. I can't get over actually how well the collar holds. I love it when you can just like pop a collar, make it a little bit more casual, a little bit more kind of like flirty and flouncy, and of course the cinched in waist just makes all the difference to this dress. And I love that you can't really see the kind of broderie until you come up close. Then you can see the gorgeous pattern on it. So it's not too like flouncy and feminine, just a little bit floral and a little bit girly, which I absolutely love. This is a dress I am going to literally live in this spring. I am so obsessed. Oh my goodness me, I feel like it doesn't get much better than this. When I saw this online, I just had to snap it up. This to me is the epitome of an ageless dress. I can literally picture myself wearing this for decades to come. It's so timeless and classic. The design of it is beautiful, and the color. Now, I am someone, as you know, I wear a lot of neutrals. The only time you'll ever really see me wearing color is in spring, summer, and for me, blue is just the best color to wear in spring. I would actually argue blue is a bit that blue is a bit of a neutral, because obviously you've got your blue denim, like you wear a lot of blue shirts, and blue in spring I just absolutely adore. And this is such a beautiful like periwinkle blue. It's a really unique color, and I just love the like white floral detailing running through. I quite like the fact that it's not like your granny's florals. It's a very timeless floral design, which I just think is beautiful. Again, collared, which I really like, but I quite like the fact that this one is long sleeves. I feel like it makes it a bit more appropriate for now, because as I said, still a little bit chilly, and this is the kind of dress that for now you can wear thermals underneath if it's still cold. You can add a cardigan over the top, and then as soon as the weather warms up, you've got your sandals, you can roll the sleeves up a little bit, and it's a beautiful spring summer dress. So I have a feeling you're gonna see me wearing this a lot over the coming weeks, because this is just so beautiful. Another dress with just the most insane structure. Do you know, I've not actually like properly bowed this, which I really like. It just means that you can kind of like hang a little bit looser, yet the belt still holds its shape, which I absolutely adore. I also quite like how much excess material there is here, because I feel like it's kind of a little bit like loose and flowy and free. Like, this is such a beautiful dress. This is the kind of thing that I can just style up for so many different occasions, whether it's garden parties, barbecues, or you could even wear this to like a summer wedding. I feel like if you were to wear some espadrilles, add a gorgeous little pearl handbag, some jewellery, do your hair nicely, this is one of those dresses that just, it can be worn for any occasion, any situation, for any scenario, and it's so comfortable. That's why these pieces are just my bread and butter in spring summer. I find dresses so comfy to wear, and I really do feel like me again wearing these kinds of pieces. It is just making me so happy. And I'm like, I may have just saved the best till last. This was the one that made me place the order. You know how there's always like that one item that you're like, I cannot live without that. That is the item that like pushes you over the edge from just adding things to your basket to actually placing the order. And for me, it was this dress. This dress actually comes in, I think, 2 different variations, and I picked up this one because it's just the most beautiful, like timeless classic design. I love the fact that it's got this like gorgeous beige neutral base to it with the beautiful black pattern. Now, the only thing which I didn't realize, this also comes with a belt. You know me, I love a dress with a belt. I love being able to cinch in the waist, but this one doesn't seem to have any attachments to it, which I don't know if that's so that you can wear it without the belt as well, because I do think this would be quite nice just to wear quite loose. I feel like that's something I fell in love with last summer, was wearing dresses a little bit loose, a little bit more of like a smock design and not always cinching in my waist. So we'll have to see if it's annoying that you can't actually like tuck it into belt loops, because there's nothing worse than like it slipping down or like feeling like it's gonna fall off, or like when you take it off. Although I guess, to be fair, it's not like a coat where like you'll take the like strap on and off. It's kind of one where you would just tie up and then have it for the day. The more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm thinking that that's a very deliberate design choice, and maybe I'm not so mad about it. But I love the colour, I love the design, I love the fact that it's a beautiful maxi length as well. I feel like this is another dress I am just going to live in throughout spring, summer. It's comfortable, it's beautiful. It is the kind of thing that I think is safe to say is my bread and butter in these months, because I just feel so confident, I feel so beautiful. You can wear these to so many different occasions, and because they're Sezane, you know that they're going to last in your wardrobe for such a long time. Obviously Sezane is a little bit more of an investment when it comes to their dresses, but I would always say that they're worth it because they're so well made and such seriously high quality. So some beautiful new and spring dresses to add to my wardrobe. Well, this dress is an absolute gorgeous one. I'm in love with it. However, I wasn't quite expecting it to be this long. I'm not gonna lie to you, I've had to like really pull up. I don't know if you can see how much excess fabric there is here, but really pull up at the top half so that the bottom half is not trailing on the ground. However, I don't actually mind that because I do love a maxi dress in spring, summer. Do you know one thing I love about a maxi dress? I don't have to shave my legs as much. Or tan them, especially in the summer. I do love having my legs covered. It's so funny how I used to be like a mini dress kind of girl, then I got into middies, and now I love a maxi. I do think it's so elegant. I love the way that it flows, I love the way that it moves, and also the fact that you can cinch in the waist. It is a bit annoying that this isn't attached. However, if you were taller than me, you could definitely wear this completely loose. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get away with this because look at the length of that, and it's such a shame because I do think it's a beautiful dress without the belt as well. I love how the belt's slightly different to the dress. Like, it's the same pattern, but it's a different kind of print, if that makes sense. Not a different print, but like the way that they've designed the pattern. I feel like you know what I mean. They've got less black and more beige in the belt. So if you're taller than me, which if you are, is not difficult. I'm 5 foot exactly. So if you're anything over like 5'4", you could definitely get away with wearing this without the belt. I wish I could. I might even actually take this tailored because it is beautiful and I do love it with and without the belt, and I do really wish that I had those options, but I just love the print, I love the silhouette, I love the pattern. I think it's such a beautiful new in dress for spring. Please tell me that I am not the only person that is like a different human when the sun is shining. I feel like I have been so productive today. I filmed 2 reels for Instagram, which I'm loving doing at the moment. They're very much more like style and fashion focused, which I really love. They're a bit more chatty, a little bit more kind of like informative. So I hope you're liking the reels going on Instagram at the moment. I even filmed a TikTok as well today. It has been a very productive day, and I'm also in an excellent mood because I have just had some confirmation that something is happening this week that I have been waiting for such a long time. So I'm not going to say what it is, but let's just say it's something to do with the house, and it's something that is small, but I feel like it's going to make a big impact, so I'm really, really happy. But I've just received a couple of PR parcels that have arrived that I thought that we could unbox together and we could have a little look at. Let's see if I can do this one-handed, shall we? And we can just put it out on the bed. So the first one is from a brand called DM, which I have heard of. They're a beautiful fragrance company, and they've sent me the Discovery set, which I'm really, really excited about because you know how much I love fragrances. I feel like especially in a new season, the fact that we really are coming into spring now, I feel like it's the perfect time to like update your fragrance collection and just discover some new gorgeous scents. We have a few in here. Oh my goodness me, we've got day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. I think these are all to test out and try. Joy bottled. How lovely is this? I might actually give this a little spritz and let's just see. Oh, number 1 is very fresh. I quite like that. Do they each have names? Oh yes, Luna Bud. Yeah, it definitely smells a little bit floral. What's the second one? We have Off-Piste. So that to me is a little bit more kind of like wintry. Very much reminds me of skiing. We then have Catching Dusk. Oh, that sounds absolutely lovely. That to me reminds me of like summertime garden parties, going and seeing friends. I love that. We then have Loud Light. That sounds like more of a masculine scent. And then we have Two Halves. Oh, these sound absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to give them a proper test drive. These are also great to like keep in your handbag if ever you just want a little top up of perfume. The more I'm smelling this filling the room, the more I am loving this. Luna Bud definitely a favourite of mine. So I can't wait to test the rest and just get trying with these. So thank you so much to DM. And we also have some gifts here which have arrived from a toothpaste brand. Now this sounds very exciting. It's from Biomed and they are kind of like changing the way when it comes to toothbrushing. Let me pull out everything from here. So they are doing a citrus fresh toothpaste. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm unsure. We're gonna have to test it out and try it and see what it's like, but something a little bit different. They've also sent over a couple of flosses, which are very, very kind. I'm always someone, do you floss? Comment down below, let me know if you floss, because my brother's a dentist and it's always the one thing he always says to the rest of our family is, you need to floss. I am someone that always flosses, like at least a few times a day. I don't know if it's just because I get food stuck between my teeth, but I hate that feeling. So we have two here. We've got a coconut and mango one and a mint and yuzu one, which sounds absolutely amazing. And then a little sensitive toothbrush, which is really handy just to take away for like travels, to take away in your travel bag, so you can't always obviously bring your electric toothbrush. So another lovely gift from Biomed, so thank you so, so much. Well, it is safe to say that the sun has disappeared for the evening. We are drastically losing light this evening, but I've come down to the kitchen because I have a new update to show you. Something arrived today and I've already been titivating away at it and styling it up, and I just want to thank you guys for how much you've been helping me with the kitchen, because this has actually been a space that I'm quite surprised at myself that I've been not struggling to style up, but I just feel like it's taken a bit more of a process to style up. I thought I would kind of nail the style of it really quickly. I thought I knew exactly what I wanted in here. Actually, it's been really helpful just like bouncing ideas off you guys. I think I need to create a bit of a kitchen mood board, because it's one of the few rooms I've not actually created a mood board for yet. And it's really helped with regards to the vision in the living room. It's really helped with regards to the vision in the bedroom. And I just feel like it helps me kind of compartmentalize and like visualize what the space is going to look like and how things kind of like marry up together and how things style up together. But one of the things that I have been loving doing is antique shopping. I'm actually going antique shopping tomorrow as well, which I'm really, really excited about. But whether it's online or in person, I'm loving antique shopping. And there's a local antiques dealer that I found. I actually found him through Facebook Marketplace. He's quite new and he's like just starting up a business, and he has such amazing pieces. He's the loveliest guy as well, does delivery or collection, and I organised to get this piece delivered because I am in love with it. I just thought it would be so perfect for this space. And it's quite funny actually, let me know if anyone else's partners do this, because Alex always second guesses me whenever it comes to things. Like he's always like, are we sure about this? Like, do we like this piece? And when I showed him this item, he was like, that is huge, that's not gonna look good. It's way too dark, I don't like the colour. And I literally just had to say to him, just trust me. And also at the same time, if I've made a mistake, because it's an antiques piece, it kind of holds its value. You can easily resell it if you want to on like Facebook Marketplace or another reseller website. You can even sell it to an antique dealer for maybe a little bit lower. So I just kind of said to him, just trust me, please just trust me. And he's already come down and had a look and gone, okay, yeah, that does look really, really cute. And all I'm gonna say is that this is very Limewood inspired. You guys know how much I adore Limewood. And when I was there the other week, I was taking so many photos with Emily. Like, the inspiration I get from Limewood House, their interior style is just so beautiful. And even like when we were at the townhouse in Alresford, and Alresford, yes, I keep questioning myself every time I say it. Even when we were at the townhouse in Alresford, and even when I go to places like Shooting Glen or any kind of like countryside escape, I feel like a lot of them have these like similar styles. But I just feel like no one does it quite like Limewood House. Maybe that's because I'm biased, because it's so local to me and I just love chatting about it. I love going to visit it, but nobody does it quite like Limewood. So when we were there the other week, I was taking so many photos of basically their little table setups, because that was the thing I was struggling with most. A lot of you agreed that this space was looking far too living roomy and we need to do something about it to change it into more of like a kitchen space. So I was taking so many photos around Limewood in their dining area, even in their kind of like cafe area. And I think we all agreed the table was too small. So I was on the hunt for the perfect, bigger, more kind of kitchen breakfast nook table. And let me just show you what this is looking like, because I could not be happier. So here she is, the new in item to add to the kitchen that I feel like is safe to say has just kind of finished off, almost at least finished off this breakfast nook. What should we call this? Because in the past they've always just been called the Ellie nooks, but I feel like this deserves its own just like breakfast nook title, because I want Alex to enjoy this as much as I do, and I could not be more in love with the new table. So I picked this up from the antique dealer. I saw this online and just thought it would be perfect. The thing that really sold the table to me is the legs. I love a traditional that has these three, I don't know what they're actually called, but they're like 3-prong legs. Does anyone know the official name for what this kind of style is? But the most beautiful like mahogany wood, and she is battered and bruised. I feel like she has been through the ringer, but actually that's something I kind of love about her. I feel like even a couple of years ago that almost would have upset me. I would have thought that the stains would have ruined it. Like it's got a big stain actually back here, and a few years ago I probably would have hated that. I don't know if you can see, there's a lot of markings, a lot of like ring marks and things like that, but actually I don't mind that at all now. I feel like even looking at the photos of Limewood and like the tables that they've got at Limewood House, a lot of them have markings, a lot of them have stains on them, and it kind of just adds character, I think, to it. It kind of just allows the table to show its own story, and I feel like it just finishes off this nook. As we said before, the table that I had, the little marble table, I always knew it wasn't going to stay. I always knew it wasn't going to work, and the thing I think we all agreed on is I needed something bigger. And this, I feel like, is just the perfect addition. I even measured it. That's how short I was. I saw it online and I was like, I'm going to measure the space, and I just knew that she would fit perfectly. So I've been titivating about and just styling her up. I've even been looking at photos of what Limewood House does with their tables, and what I've noticed that they always seem to have is a little pot on the table. Now I might change this up a little bit. What I'm thinking could be a really cute idea is, instead of having faux flowers on here, these are just some faux hydrangeas, which I do love. I feel like it's really handy. You know I love my faux flowers, but what I think might be really cute is to get some herbs. Now, unfortunately, in the move, I did have to say goodbye to a lot of my herbs. They did not survive the move. So I had to say goodbye to my mint, my basil, my rosemary, and they are my favorite things, because the mint, I love putting in like drinks. You know, I love doing cocktails and mocktails and things like that for guests. We love using the rosemary in our roast. I love using basil in things like pasta dishes. So I really want to bring back my herbs into the kitchen. I also just think it really helps with regards to making it feel very like country cottage, very like countryside. So I think I might go out at some point, maybe next week, and pick up some fresh herbs that I can pot up and pop here. But for now, I feel like the hydrangeas look really, really nice. So I've literally just styled it up ever so minimally, because I feel like before with the big flowers, it was making it look very living roomy. Whereas in the kitchen, you just want minimal design. I could even put like a little runner over the top, or a little tablecloth. Let me know what you think. Maybe I don't do a tablecloth because I kind of don't want to cover up the beauty of this table, but I've just added one of my favorite Jo Malone candles. This is honeysuckle and Divana, and as you can see, I have used her and loved her a lot. She's one of my favorite scents, especially for a kitchen. I think she's beautiful. Then I've added a couple of coasters, because I hate being that person that has to ask for a coaster when you go around someone's house. And despite the fact that she is battered and bruised, I do want to protect her somewhat. In fact, I might actually see if I can get some, is it beeswax that you rub on kind of wood like this? I might see if I can get some beeswax. And just give her a bit of a polish and a shine. But yes, I'm gonna have coasters, because I think it's always nicer that your guests can just grab the coaster and, you know, utilize it for their drink, and it just means they don't have to ask. These are just, I think, from Home Sense, but they're really handy to have. I love the fact that they're marble, because they go with everything. But yeah, I love how it looks styled up, and as you can see, I've even styled it up with regards to color, because we need to talk about the color scheme that's going to be happening in this room. Let's have a little chat actually about plans for the kitchen, color schemes, and just what I'm envisioning for the rest of the house. As you can see, it is quite a plain wall behind me, and I've kind of got a bit of a vision of what I would like to do. I have been vetoed on a couple of ideas from Alex, which is fine. As I said, often he doesn't trust me, and there are certain things where if he says no, I will just completely accept that. He is very involved with regards to the interiors of the house. Like, he wants to make sure that he has his say, but at the same time, I'm the one that does the research, I'm the one that does the mood boards. So I feel like it's one of those where it's kind of like a 70-30 split with regards to interior style, because the amount of times I just go and buy things and he's like, why have you bought this? And I just have to say to him, just trust me. Like, I know the antique place I'm gonna go visit tomorrow, I have a feeling I'm gonna find some gems there, because I've heard it's such a great antique store. But when it comes to interior style, I'm very much the one with the vision. So one of the ideas that I had is doing like full floor to ceiling panels, like slatted panels. I'll pop a photo here of what I mean if you're not entirely sure the kind of like vision of that. But I really like that idea in a kitchen, but that got vetoed for a couple of reasons. Number one, he thinks it might be weird just being on one wall. Obviously we can't really do it to the rest of the kitchen because it's just a bit busy. And number two, he thinks that it reminds him of fences, which I don't disagree, I did see that. So the other idea that I've had is doing more of like a box paneling. I don't know exactly what it's called, but whether you kind of just have the traditional like box shape and then you've just got a dado rail. I'll see if I can find a photo of what I mean and pop it here as well so that you can see the vision. So it kind of comes up like half height, because also the kitchen cabinets that we've got have got that shape. I think it's called a shaker style, if I am correct. So the fact that the kitchen cabinets have kind of got that style, the fact that I could like put that on the walls, I feel like that could really, really work in the kitchen. And then we could just paint it either a different color or we could just paint it the same color as what we've got on the walls. Not entirely sure. Again, at Limewood House, they've got all of their paneling, or not all of their paneling, but a lot of the paneling is just painted the same color as the walls. So that could be an option. I'm then thinking of putting like a print and then maybe two, are they called sconces? We have like lamps coming out of the walls, sconces either side, so that we get a bit of soft lighting. Because the only lighting we have in this kitchen, which I'm almost tempted to turn on right now because it is getting so, so dark, but the only lights we have are the big spotlights, which that looks very orange on camera as I'm filming, so we'll just turn that off for now. So the fact that we've only got the main lights in the kitchen, I feel like my hair is really annoying me now because I've been doing so many try-ons today, it's just fallen so flat. But yes, because we've got the main lights in the kitchen and we don't have any lamps, there's no soft lighting in here. And I'm that person, you know, that rail that's like, we only have one rule in this house, and that is that you never, ever, ever turn on the main light. We are that household. We have lamps everywhere. I love having lamps everywhere, but when it comes to the kitchen, it's really difficult to put lamps in there. And I feel like a floor to ceiling lamp, like a standing lamp, would just look a bit odd. I have had a look at some online and I've asked a few people like what they think. I could put a lamp on the table actually. That might look quite cute. I've got a spare Amazon battery powered one. These are always so, so handy. I talk about these all the time, but they're literally just little lamps that have a touch base, which is so helpful, and it just means that you can put them anywhere. So I might add a little lamp here, but I don't know if that would be, what do we think? You can't really see it that well. I mean, that's quite cute actually. Maybe I could do something with a little bit more colour in it. Speaking of colour schemes, so yes, colour schemes in the kitchen. We're going for a pop of red. Now, I feel like I'm really coming into, I feel like I'm really settling in the house with regards to what works in each room. And I really stressed about this when we first moved in because I just felt like things weren't like flowing and there wasn't synergy within the house. Like there was no flow as you went through the house. And as much as I want to have flow, I also like to have individuality in each room. Like Alex's office is very much like a dark masculine blue. Our bedroom is very neutral, which I really, really like. It's very like beige and greys and neutrals. My office is probably going to be a lot more neutral as well. In the living room, we've gone green. I haven't decided what we're going to be doing for the dining space yet, but we could potentially do a continuation of the green. But I think in the kitchen, pops of red would just be so, so fun because I loved the pops of red that we had in our old house, and I was really sad when we got rid of them because they just didn't work in the living room in this house. But I feel like in the kitchen they work. Like red is just a really fun color, and obviously with this kitchen it's very antique, it's very like old farmhouse, and I just feel like we can have a bit more fun in here. So potentially we could do a beautiful red table lamp. I'm really liking that idea. I think I really need to create a mood board for this space so I can just get a better understanding of how it's gonna look. But just adding those like little touches, paneling, frames, like prints, lamps, I feel like will make such a big difference. Would that be too much if I had a lamp on the table and two sconce lamps either side? I don't think so. They have that Limewood a lot, which I know I keep referring to, but it really does feel like with this little setup, I have got my own little slice of Limewood House, and it makes me so, so happy because you know how much I adore Limewood, you know how much I go and visit there, and I just love being able to like take inspiration from it and encapsulate it in a way that works within our house, because obviously Limewood House is actually quite a modern house. It was only built in like 2008. Obviously they're really kind of bringing in the like older styles, but it's very much this like big expansive country house, whereas this is more of like a small quaint farmhouse cottage, if that makes sense. But I feel like I've got my own little slice of Limewood House and I could not be happier. So I wanted to show you my new little table because I'm in love with her and this space. I just step back. It makes me so, so happy now. I love how the Fortnum & Mason basket ties in. I love how the olive tree looks. What do we think about the stool? I do utilize it, but it is the wrong color, but then the wood does match. So undecided what to do about the stool. And then it's just gonna be about kind of like filling this wall space and making this look a little bit more homely and a little bit more cozy. Well, I'm not gonna lie, this is me now. This is where I will always be. If you're looking for Ellie in the house, just going to be in the kitchen nook because this makes me so happy. I really wanted to make this kitchen a bit more of like a social space because it really was just the thing that sold us the house. It was one of the things we first fell in love with about this farmhouse style home, and we just want to spend as much time as possible in here. And I can literally picture it now. When Alex is cooking dinner, he's at the range and I can just sit here and like chat to him. When I'm baking, I can like come over and like, you know, have a bit of a read in between things being in the oven or like things having to cool down. Even on like a Sunday morning, sitting and having breakfast here, having our morning coffees, just chatting away with the radio playing. It makes me so happy. I've even just brought my laptop down so that I can literally sit here and do my work. This is like a really good height for a laptop as well. I feel like this is just the perfect addition into the kitchen. It's my own little slice of Limewood House and it makes me so happy. I'm buzzing. I could not even tell you. Who would have known that like a little antique table that really did not cost a lot of money would have this big impact. But just adding these little touches is what's making me so happy. I really do feel like for a while I was actually a bit worried and a bit stressed that I'd almost like, this is gonna sound so silly, I was almost worried I'd like lost my touch with regards to interior styling because the house was just feeling so not cozy, and I was so worried it was never gonna feel cozy, which is the most ridiculous thing to worry about because already only what, 2 months in and we are just feeling so, has it even been 2 months? About 6 weeks since we moved, which is just absolutely mad, and already it's feeling so homely, it's feeling so cozy, and yet I still have so many exciting things that we can like change and add and do. And I guess that's just the fun of having a home and having a house, is how much you can kind of look forward to while still appreciating and enjoying the things that you've got. And I'm feeling very grateful right now. I also feel like this sofa maybe needs a cushion. Like I'm already envisioning it. I think I'm gonna get started on my mood board right now for the kitchen because I just want to make this space like the perfect space to be in, and I just want to make it so stylized and so just enjoyable to come into. There's nothing better than when you walk into your kitchen and it just makes you smile. Every single morning in this kitchen definitely does exactly that. So considering this is going to be me for the rest of the evening, I think I should probably leave this vlog here because I'm not exactly going to have much more to show you other than just titivating away, working on my mood board, catching up with some admin and some emails, and just enjoying being in the kitchen at Nook. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this vlog, enjoyed spending a bit of a cozy weekend with us, seeing the new and Sezane pieces. If you got to the end of this video, comment Nook down below in your comments. I always love knowing who gets to the end, and I feel like we are a group of women that just love a nook. There's nothing better than a lovely cozy nook to just curl up in and actually use as like a very multifunctional space. This is really going to be a space that gets utilized a lot, and that makes me very happy. So comment Nook down below, and if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I would love it if you hit it now, because I know a few of you guys that watch these videos without having actually subscribed, and all I'm going to say is I've got some really fun vlogs coming, if I do say so myself. But I'm going antique shopping tomorrow, and I think I already may have mentioned I've had confirmation that something very exciting is happening this week, so that will probably be in 2 vlogs time, so you do not want to miss that. But for now, I'll say goodbye, I'll say goodnight, and I hope you guys have the loveliest day, week, month, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.